Hi guys. With the holiday season now behind us, now is a great time to start looking at those little karting deals that get you on track and let you have some real world fun at very little expense. A lot of these deals are for indoor circuits, which allows you to have your racing jollies whilst keeping warm and avoiding all that rain. It'll allow you to enjoy some motorsports whilst most of the real world formulas are taking a short break. And it's a little bit different to your usual sim racing affair. That's not to say sim racing isn't a lot of fun. It really is. Wouldn't have this channel without it. However, it's sometimes nice to go out there and practice some of your real world talent. In the UK, there are hundreds of venues that you can choose from, many of them that have great deals at this time of year. There are specialist circuits and those tend not to have as many deals. However, there are plenty that are owned by the likes of TeamSport here, and those have deals very regularly. On top of that, they also have a number of circuits across the country, so you should have one if you're in the UK quite close to you. I'm sure other countries have similar venues with similar kinds of deals. It's probably worth taking a look to see if there are any that take your fancy so you can get out on track. As I mentioned in the intro, there are a number of deals on right now for karting. If you were looking around the Black Friday period, there were just as many then too. So keep your eyes open, maybe subscribe to a few newsletters, and the deals should start rolling in. One deal I was looking at that I purchased with a few friends was around a 50-lap race via TeamSport. 50 laps sounds like a really decent number, and it was half price, so we're going to give that a go, and I will record the footage for that later on in the year so you can complain about my terrible driving. If you've never been karting at all, then a lot of places offer an all-inclusive experience that includes the kart itself and all the safety gear that you need in order to take to the track. Some even allow you to use your own cameras on the helmets. There are many that don't, and of those that don't, they give you the option to rent a camera in order to record your footage. When you get to the circuit, you most likely have to sign a waiver of some form just to make sure that the circuit isn't liable for any damages that occur to you or others on track. And there will be some form of safety briefing, usually telling you the kinds of flags to look out for, what they mean, and how you should act appropriately around them. Once you've done all that, you should be good to go. You're on track, you're having a bit of fun, and suddenly you come across a bunch of backmarkers who don't really know how to respond to traffic and just really get in the way. Unfortunately, in a rental kart situation, especially in practice sessions, this is quite often the case. Just have to use a little bit of patience and find a good place to overtake them. Don't rush these people, they're most likely beginners and they probably don't really know what they're doing, so you're just going to make it stressful for them as well as being stressful for yourself. And you certainly don't want to get black flagged and lose part of your session because of a crazy maneuver that you've tried. Whatever you do, don't lose your cool. It's not worth it. Now, I mentioned backmarkers. Those backmarkers tends to also spin a lot. Actually, some of the fast guys do too. These will bring out the inevitable yellow flags, maybe even a red, and that's going to interrupt your practice session. There's not much you can do about that. You just have to hope that you get a few clean runs in, try and hone your talent. You knew these offers were going to come with some compromises, and the compromise here is that you are probably going to be racing with karters that haven't taken to the track before. That might be you included, so just give them a little bit of room and do your own thing. Now, many of us, let's face it, are never going to race in the real world, and that's fine. But karting does give us the opportunity to try our skills in the real world, in a 3D environment, and have some fun, maybe with some friends. Karting is the ultimate seat of your pants feeling, and the heavy steering gets forgotten about when you start racing properly. Now, if this sounds like your kind of thing, then don't forget to see if you can subscribe to any newsletter that allows you to notice these deals early on so you can take advantage of them. I think some of these deals actually cost me something like £25 for half an hour of actual running in a kart, and that's phenomenal value. Maybe you'll be able to drag some friends along and share in that enjoyment. Now, I hope you've enjoyed this quick run through of what I discovered in terms of karting deals. They are great. If they've stopped now, then hang on for a little bit because they will be back. If you have enjoyed this video, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more of this kind of thing, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Supporting me in this way helps us to grow content. And then hopefully we can do some more fun things together. So with that in mind, I'm going to say goodbye for now, guys, and see you again soon.